Hey everybody, it is your boy NCO7 here. Welcome to another video. Now, today's gonna be a bit more of a rant-ish type of video, but if you've seen the title of this video, you probably know what it is. And honestly, I've not really seen many people talk about this, and it's more of a personal grudge, pet peeve that I personally have. And let me know in the comments section if you agree with the stuff I say in this video. So today, I'm going to be talking about console storage on video game consoles because I feel like this problem is getting worse and worse as time goes forward. Now, before we get into that full problem, let's get a little bit of context. Like back in the day, you had like memory cards for like your systems, and that's what held your save data and whatnot, but you didn't have to download anything. Then once like the 7th generation comes, you can download games and whatnot, but you'd have to have like enough space on your console, and you could use like a hard drive and whatnot for extra space. That's pretty much how it worked on stuff like, I assume, 360, though I've never actually had one, PS3, and then like Wii U and whatnot. Connect an external hard drive to the thing, and then there you go. You have all the space you need for only like $100 for like good stuff. And then with like the 8th generation of consoles, with like PlayStation 4, Xbox One, like the Switch, all those systems, it's very easy to increase storage. You just buy an external hard drive for whether it's like Xbox or PlayStation, or you just get a big micro SD card for Switch. But nowadays, with like PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S, these games are getting so big. The game sizes have increased like substantially. When they used to be like 30 to 40 gigabytes on like PS4 back in the day, are now becoming like 100 gigabyte games pretty much all the time now. And just so you know, that goes away really fast when you get even like a few of these games. And so you clearly need more storage, right? Because these games are getting so big. Well, let's look at the PlayStation 5. Now, the PlayStation 5, the one I have, is the disc version. I'm not sure if there's a difference in storage with the digital version, but the disc version has a terabyte of storage, though it is less after like all the updates and whatnot. But basically, it gives you around like, I'd say 700 gigabytes or something like that, which is honestly not too bad. It gives you some space for these games. And PlayStation 5 does have like a couple of options. You can connect an external like USB storage device to the PlayStation 5 to like put games on, though you can't run them off of that, and you have to actually copy them over to the system, which is, I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing ever, but even so, it's kind of like, really? You still gotta wait to play the game anyways, and it could still take a bit depending on how big the game is. But I guess it's something you could do. And you could also like change the SSD out, though I've admittedly never really looked into it since the PS5 has such a customized SSD that I don't really know. But really, I want to turn the focus to Xbox Series S specifically, because that's the one I have. Less than 400 gigabytes, and 2 of the games I have are like well over 100 gigabytes each. That being like the Halo Master Chief Collection and Forza Horizon 5. Seriously, I only have like 7 games on my Xbox. 2 of them are like really big, and I already have like 80% of my system's storage like just already eaten up. And what are the options for that? Oh, well, there's not really too much, because you could get an external hard drive, but it's only for like Xbox One games from what I've heard. And like with the Xbox Series S, like optimized versions, those you basically have to have on the system. Now, you could also get an SSD that adds more storage, like 2 terabytes. The problem is, it's like more than the system itself. It's like $360, which, that's a lot of money. I mean, honestly, like, be honest, later down the line, I want to get a Steam Deck, and I don't really want to spend that kind of money on storage like that. That's a little absurd, but yeah, that's really it. And like, that's that. So like, if you want to get like a bunch of games on your Xbox, like especially on like Game Pass and whatnot, like you're gonna have to keep deleting games over and over and re-downloading them if you want to play them, which I find so annoying. It makes ease of access more annoying. It's honestly the reason why I don't get games on Xbox that often. Of course, denying the fact that Xbox doesn't have that many exclusives, but even so, I would buy more games on Xbox if it wasn't for the fact that, well, you basically have to freaking get like you have to have like $1,000 to get like actual storage on the system. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Why do companies do this? like, I know, like, the Series S is relatively cheap and, like, not that expensive. I know it's like $300, but honestly, I would have preferred to pay $400 for a full terabyte of storage. That would have been way better. It would have been more space to work with. Like, it's ridiculous, really. And I feel like it just gets worse and worse because these games are just getting too big to the point where they can't run on hard drives. And really, the only options at that point are, like, the super expensive options. And not everyone really has that. And I mean, while I could afford it, I don't really want to spend like $360 on a stupid SSD just so I can have more storage on a system that should have had more storage in the first place. That's at least how I feel, but I don't want to have to constantly delete and re-download games, especially since before, like I said, some of these games are like really massive and they can take like hours to download. It's not that quick. They aren't that fast of systems. It still takes time to download some games, and it's just frustrating, really. And this wasn't a problem before. Like, even the previous generation, it wasn't that big of an issue. The only real company I would say that's doing a good job is probably Nintendo, just because their games aren't as demanding as Sony and Microsoft's, which Microsoft's games being demanding is kind of a question of it on itself. But even so, I feel like this is just an issue that I keep seeing myself facing, in the sense of, okay, I want to get more games, but oh wait, then I'm going to have to go delete some games that are already on my system, and then that's going to be like the only game I can play on that system, unless I want to play something else, in which case I have to delete something. It's just a mess of stuff. I don't like it. I know some people will just tell me to suck it up and just pony up and just fork over the $360, but even so, I don't want to do that. I shouldn't have to do that to get some games. That's how I feel. And it's really annoying. I also just want to say that back in the day when I got my original Xbox One back in 2016, it was the original model. It was a terabyte. It had a terabyte of storage. So yeah, let that sink in. But that's besides the point. So that's pretty much it for this video. I basically just wanted to make this video to whine about this stuff because I honestly see it as a bit of an issue, honestly, and kind of the reason why I don't buy stuff on Xbox that much. Sony is not as bad with PlayStation 5 because it has more storage, but even so, it's just annoying, and I can only see this really getting worse with time because, well, games are going to just keep getting bigger and bigger, but I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And of course, if you're brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you can find more videos that are nowhere near as whiny as this. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. Take care.